Welcome to my kitchen, where it's always no gluten, no whey. Today I'm going to be showing you how to mix up some flour. Hello. Gluten-free flour is different than traditional wheat flour in that it contains no wheat, which contains gluten. Gluten is the protein found in wheat that many people have a negative reaction to. I'm one of those, and so I have to figure out a way to cook things that I want to eat in a different way. So gluten-free flours don't have the same properties as gluten-containing flours, and therefore take a mixture of different starches to perform the same way that gluten-containing flour would work. I like this simple recipe for flour. It contains 3 ingredients. It has white rice flour, tapioca starch, and arrowroot powder. So I have found that buying these in bulk at a restaurant supply store is much more cost effective than buying them individually at, say, my local grocery store, which sometimes I can't find them at my local grocery store, or even on Amazon. So the best way to store them is these food grade 5-gallon buckets. It fits one 25-pound bag of white rice flour or tapioca flour. I haven't yet found arrowroot starch in that big of a quantity, so I just have a smaller bag of that. So here's the other thing is a container. So this container I've been using for more than 15 years now. I like it because it has a locking lid, because once I put my starches in here, I need to lock the lid on and shake it up. So now I'm ready to show you my recipe. The base of this flour is the white rice flour, and I use Bob's Red Mill white rice flour. There are other companies that sell white rice flour. I don't know why I use Bob's Red Mill. It's a name that I trust, and I've been using it for years with great results. So I'm going to use a 2 to 1 to 1 ratio on my flour, meaning 2 parts of rice flour to every 1 part of tapioca and arrowroot. I'm making a large batch because I do a lot of cooking, so I'm going to go with 4 cups of rice flour. 2, 3, and 4. Now, some of you are probably cringing that I did not level off those scoops or that I didn't weigh those. Part of the reason is that I think that people are fearful of gluten-free cooking or cooking modifications, is that people make it sound really scary. I've never weighed my flour, and I've always had great results. So while you may have more precise results, if you're more precise in your measurements, it's really not that scary, and it will work even if you don't weigh them. So 4 cups of white rice, 2 of tapioca starch, 1, 2, and yes, it's messy. I always have to clean the floor when I'm done because there's white powder everywhere. And last, 2 of arrowroot. Now I've done different combinations of this recipe over the years. The original one I found in a magazine called Living Without that someone gave me when I was first going gluten-free, and it called for cornstarch. I later discovered that I'm sensitive to corn and so couldn't do cornstarch. So I tried potato starch, which also works. So cornstarch or potato starch would work. The potato starch does make your baked goods a little bit drier. This arrowroot, I like the results of a little bit better, and my husband is sensitive to potatoes, so I'm trying to find something that we can all use. Again, this is 2 cups of the arrowroot. Could be corn, could be potato, all of those work. The other ingredient that is a must in gluten-free baking is xanthan gum. I don't add that in to my flour blend. I wait until I'm making my baked good, whatever that happens to be, because different consistencies of baked goods need a different amount of xanthan. So I like to control that a little more than just adding it in here. But if you wanted to make a straight one-to-one flour, you would do 1 teaspoon of xanthan gum for every cup of flour. And that would be a pretty basic general one-to-one exchange. Okay, best part, shake it up. That's it, I'm ready to cook. Thanks for watching. Bye.